Hello and welcome to Quirky Cat Crafts. This is Sherry. Alright you guys, I think I'm ready to start gluing on my Minnie Mouse pink mosaic. So I've got it laid out here on the lid. I don't know what is happening with my voice right now. Hold on you guys. Wow. Got it laid out. There's a few little gaps, like there's one there, one there, one there, one there, that I am going to use this like bling chain kind of stuff and to fill in those little gaps, so like that. And this was on clearance at Joann's. It was a big huge roll of it. Look at this you guys. And it was on clearance for like $2 for all of that. And that's going to tide me over for quite a while. So I just cut a little strip off to, in there, and in there, and in there. Okay. Alright, so normally I would have cut out a piece of cardstock, laid this out on the cardstock that was the same size as the lid, but I got going on the lid, and then by the time I thought about it, it was too late. So we're just going to take sections off and glue sections at a time. So we'll start down here in this corner. And I'm just going to set them off to the side here. And I don't want to do too many because I'll lose track of where I'm at. The glue I'm using is called Weld Bond, W-E-L-D Bond. Good for wood, tile, glass, foam, stone, ceramics, and more. I get the big bottles at the hardware store. They're like $10 for the big bottles, which is in my area the same price as the small bottles at the craft store. So, all right, so here we go. I wasn't going to glue this tonight. I was going to go to bed, but then I was like, it's Sunday night. I work tomorrow. If I don't glue it tonight, I'm going to lose my motivation, and it's going to sit on my desk forever and ever, and I'm never going to finish it. So, and it's only 2:45, so I got time to glue it real quick. Come on, get some glue on the brush. And so I always do glue on the substrate and glue on the back of the tile so that it's glue to glue. Makes it bond better. So I made some changes from the last video. I couldn't even tell you what they all are at this point. It was just a situation of I was trying things, and if I didn't like it, I was taking them off and trying something different until I was happy with the outcome. So I can't really tell you exactly what changes I made. This is just the final result. So these particular ones here, let me get these down for the glue dries and then I'll talk about them. Oh gosh, my nose. Ugh. Nose is itching. Somebody's talking about me. Let me get this one down. I got glue on my table. It's never a good idea to do this kind of stuff when you're tired, but we're going to run with it. And my head's probably going to get in there occasionally, and I'll apologize in advance for that. And it looks like I need to take a little bit off this one. I'm trying to leave just a little bit of a gap in between each tile. Not a large gap, but just a little one. Okay, so these were ones that I already had made in my stash. And it's a heart stamp that I made the impression in the clay, and then I rubbed white pearl mica powders on top of it. And it's not even the same color of clay. It's a little bit of a darker pink than the souffle is, but it's close enough, and with it primarily rubbed with the white mica powder, you can't really tell. So And I had a whole bunch of those made up. I made like 5 sheets of them one day. And had them all cut up so that they were ready to go. Ready to be used. Okay. Am I still in the shot? Okay. And we're just going to do this whole rest of this bottom row here right now. So. Oops. This is part of the reason I didn't want to glue tonight. I've got a serious case of the dropsies. But and I know you guys like to see my thought process on why I lay it out the way I do. And I wanted to bring you guys along for that, but I made so many changes and I was all over the place, and there was a whole lot of time where I was just staring at the lid of the box and tapping my fingernails that wasn't going to be helpful to you guys at all. I mean, the best advice I can give is, when in doubt, do not glue. And that is the way that I look at it. I kind of have the same philosophy when I'm driving my truck and GPS is telling me to turn somewhere. When in doubt, do not make the turn. These are another one I added in. Hang on, I'll show you. Kind of it was a deep texture, also rubbed with white pearl mica powders. I'm not quite sure how high up I need to go until I get this other one. And these geometrics I already had made. They were in my my stash box, which if you guys have seen my craft room tour video, you've seen my stack of stash tiles. So if you're ever wanting to create a mosaic and you're just not having any inspiration coming to you, then just pull out some random geometric or patterns and your mica powders and random different colors of clay and just go to town, because you never know what you'll end up using it on. And it saves so much time when you are inspired and you are making a project. If you've already got a whole bunch of examples of filler tiles already made, it makes the process go a lot quicker. So, just my little, that's my 2 cents. I'm amazed my boys are being quiet. Quite frankly, they have not shut up all night. I don't know what their problem is, but they're driving me crazy. Talking about cats, if there's new viewers, don't freak out. I'm not referring to children. I have 2 quirky cats that I belong to. Y'all know how that is, right? Any other fur baby mamas out there? Son of a gun. See? Told you. Dropsies. Oops. Part of the problem is my hands are hurting me tonight. Slight chance of rain the next couple of days, and it's apparently just enough humidity to get my joints all creaky. Alright. Do a little bit of adjusting here. Get my spacing straightened out. Okay. And again, disclaimer, this is not for sale because it is Disney and I am not licensed to resell Disney. And I know there's people out there that will, but I'm just not willing to risk it. I've heard horror stories of like a little mom and pop bakery where they got talked into doing a Minnie Mouse birthday cake and cupcakes. And the person that talked them into it was actually basically undercover for Disney. And as soon as they did it, they got sued. They lost their business. All of their equipment got seized. So, and you know, I respect the rules and the law, and the rules and the laws are there for a reason. So, I feel like something's crooked in there. Sorry about my head. Go over a little more with this one. Okay. Now we'll do Minnie and these two. Oh, I haven't glued the buttons on yet. I'll have to go back and do that. Anytime you bake buttons into clay, see, they come off real easy. And I use Glossy Accents by Ranger. And I just put a couple of dots in the little holes and then stick the button back in. But I'm going to do it after. And for those of you that have watched my videos before, I apologize for being repetitive. But it can't all be stories about truck driving and cats and raccoons. Occasionally I need to throw in some informative tidbits. So, on occasion. I'm very confused. Let's go up. So it was right there and there. Very confused. I know this went in here. So this must go up. Because that goes in there. And then that goes there. Okay. And I didn't take a picture either. That's usually something I will do is take a picture of the layout before I start gluing. So that if I get confused like that, I can go back and look at the picture and see what's what and what goes where. But I wasn't planning on gluing tonight, so kind of skipped that step. Okay. And this pink leafing, I don't know if you can see it or not, it has a little paw print impressions. And I cut it down to fill some of the small spaces, and I could cut little strips to do in all the small spaces, but then they would be too clustered together and I don't want that. So that's why I'm going to go with that black and silver bling stuff. Keeping the mix part in the mixed media. Okay. I think we'll just continue on up this side. I try to space things out as much as possible so that I did not have pink next to pink, white next to white, black next to black. In some instances it was unavoidable, but I tried really, really hard to have things evenly spaced out. So all right. But I don't know. I've been told that I need to do like a series of videos where I cover everything in a cohesive straight line fashion instead of being all over the place like I usually am. But I kind of feel like I did that with the golf mosaic that I made, because that was like a 10-part series or something like that. And I covered quite a bit of information in that one, so that's a good one to go back and look at for people that might be new to this craft and have some questions. That's a good series to kind of just follow, because I go completely beginning to end every single step I filmed. So might need to take a little bit off of this one. Yeah. I really like my buffalo check. I think they came out pretty good. Can't wait to see how the ribbon looks along the side of the lid. I'm going to take a little more off. There we go. Okay. Okay, this strip has to come out for right now because something happened with my spacing. I don't know. Now I wish I hadn't trimmed any more off of that buffalo check one because, let's see, do I have another one of that size? Okay. Not sure what happened there. But I'm going to take a little bit off of this one. Very strange. Not quite sure what happened there. Aside from, you know, how spacing always moves around when you start gluing for some reason. I did add in a couple of, there's like a ball of yarn, a fishbone, and a mouse. What is happening with my spacing? And I did just the 3 cat items. And they're by the cat stickers and the cat button and the cat stamp. So okay. Sorry, I'm not saying much. That's why I hesitated to film this, but I kind of abandoned you guys the last couple times I glued, so I figured I better bring you along this time or you're going to start to think I don't love you anymore. Which isn't true. I love you all very, very much. True story. All right. All right, so there was obviously a gap in here somewhere for black bling chain. I think it was in between the sticker and the heart. Actually, I'm just going to go there because it might go all the way across. So until we see... Added in just a couple of music notes. Again, those were already on in my stash, already done. So, very easy to grab those and add them to a project. So, sometimes I'll do that where I have just a little bit left of several different colors of clay. And I'll pull them all out and grab a couple, 3 different music notes and just stamp a bunch out. And it's a nice random filler. Kind of goes with everything. See, I think this was up in here somewhere now, look. But I'm not 100% sure. And I want to move this down because I've got black, 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 and I don't want black, black, black. So we're going to move. I don't want buffalo check and buffalo check. I'll have to switch those too. No, because then it would be too close to this one. What is happening? I guess I had it that way for a reason, you guys. That's what I get for doubting myself. Sorry, my head's going to be in there. Ooh, got really crooked on that music note. I'm scooting that one over so that, because I didn't want the strip here because there's going to be a strip. Well, no. Nope, I need to put it back. There'll be a strip there, and there might be a little strip in there. It depends on how the spacing ends up at the end of the gluing. Let's go ahead and do this one. So, and I've seen some people that do mosaics and they don't lay it out. They just have their pile of tiles and they just grab tiles and glue them down. And that works for them and that makes them happy, but there is no way I could do that. I would not enjoy any piece that I ever made if I did that, because I would constantly be seeing things that I feel needed to be changed around, and it would drive me crazy. All right. Almost done, you guys. Okay. I'm not going to be able to do the ribbon tonight because I need to be able to move the lid around. And I'm not going to want to do that while the glue is still wet. So that will be another day. Maybe one day this week, depending on what time I get home from work. If I get home early enough one day, I'll come in here and do it before I go to bed. And it's probably good that I decided to come in here and do this. If I'd have gone to bed that early, I'd have been up by like noon. And that would have made for a long day tomorrow. And traffic's going to be ridiculous anyway, because everyone's going to be heading home from their Memorial Day weekend. So there will be some craziness going on. And then these three cat items were actually stamped on a white glitter clay. So it's not like this is the white glitter, but this is the white pearl. But I didn't see any reason to go stamp out a bunch of new stuff when I have tons and tons and tons of already stuff made up. So, and that's part of the reason I'm overly organized with my tiles, so that I know exactly where to go to find what I'm looking for. We already seem to be going askew here. Not sure what's happening. Okay. Don't know. Of course, even if I had taken a picture, it wouldn't have done me any good, because my phone is currently recording for you guys, so that wouldn't have helped me out anyway. Gotta get my computer working for the life of me. I don't know what's going on with that. What is happening here? Alright, this is coming out. This is going back down. This is going to go down. This is going to go down. This is going to go down. I really don't know. No, these definitely need to be up there. Not. Like I said, I don't know how I got askew, but I got askew somehow. Just cut a little bit off of that so it would line up with okay, let's see. I'm going to hold off on the polka dots until I get everything else glued. And then we'll see, oops, what's going on. What do you think, you guys? I think it's pretty cute. Wish I could sell it. But I'm sure I'll find a home for it. Maybe I'll just keep it. Sorry, I gotta get my head in here for a second. Okay. Switch into a different one of my buffalo checks. And it seems to fit better. Okay. Let's see, what do we got? What did I end up with? A whole bunch of extra room? I don't know where it came from. I went from no room to too much room. It's okay. It's okay. Okay, well, I know I need a polka dot up there somewhere. Could do that, just like that. Yeah, I think I've mentioned it before. Spacing goes out the window. I mean, you could have it all perfectly lined up, and then you start gluing, and you start either requiring extra space that you don't know where it came from, or you're losing space. And you don't know where it went. Okay. This needs to go down because I believe I had a piece of this up top of it. I did. Sorry, my head's going to be in here for a second. Okay. Just moving everything all around for Pete's sake. All right. So we get this space here that I think I want to do a piece of leafing in. Let's see if I have one that's... Yeah, just take a little bit off this one and it'll work. Okay. I don't know what is happening. The craft room gods are messing with me. Maybe that's what the problem was. Interesting. Okay, so we'll do a strip in there, strip there, possibly, strip there, maybe ball chain there, strip there, strip there, strip there. So that. See, I think that's where I had this, but then that doesn't make sense. Could do that. I think we're gonna not liking how that one's fitting in there anyway. Let's try this. Fingers are getting sticky. Come here. Yeesh. All right. I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm sorry I'm not talking. Maybe you're enjoying the quiet. I don't know. Okay. All right, you guys. Gonna let the well bond glue dry. And then I'll come back in with glossy accents. Do a strip of that there. There. I don't think it's going to fit in here. So that might be ball chain. There. There. This might be a couple places of ball chain and a couple places of this. But anyway, but that's it for tonight, I think. I just wanted to get most of it glued. So, what do you guys think? I think it's cute. I think it's going to be really cute when I finish it up. So, when I come back next time, we'll do the filling in the gaps, the finishing touches, putting the ribbon on the side of the lid, and the final reveal. All right, you guys? Okay, that's it for now. Thanks so much for watching.